That means density of the population must increase in the area surrounding the cultivated farms. And as we know, crowding contributes to the transmission of infectious disease. So when hunter-gatherers were wandering in small bands, the likelihood of epidemic was right. 猫ちゃん。Likelihood over an epidemic was right, but after the agricultural revolution, tuberculosis and the disease of intestinal tract. intestinal 腸とか内臓の腸のか tract these began to reach epidemic proportions in the crowded agricultural communities. And in addition, because the population was no longer mobile and relied on trade to inject variety into the lives and diets of the farmers. That meant that disease was also transmitted through the exchange of goods. だいぶうさんくさいセオリーばっか言ってるね、これね。Now, the revisionists also argue that the content of the diet for early farmers was inferior to that of the hunter-gatherers. You recall that the hunter-gatherers enjoyed a variety of foods selected from wild plants and game. And in studies of modern tribes that have continued the tradition of hunting and gathering food, it appears that the hunters and gatherers, they have a better balance of nutrients and even more proteins than tribes that have adopted agricultural lifestyle. Today, three grain crops, wheat, corn, and rice, these account for the bulk of calories consumed by farming societies. Bark. まあ、容積。The bulk of calories consumed by farming societies, so consider the implications. Now, another interesting series of studies involve the skeletal remains of hunter-gatherers as compared with their agricultural relatives. And one such study from Greece and Turkey, it indicates that the average height of a hunter-gatherers at the end of the Ice Age was, let me check my notes. Yes, it was 5'6" for men and 5'5" for women, and their bones were strong, healthy, and athletic. athletic. But after the agricultural revolution, skeletal remains revealed that height had diminished to a shocking 5'3" for men and 5 for women. And evidence from bone samples suggests that they suffered from diseases caused by malnutrition, like anemia. 아니에요. 흰血かな? Okay. And this is interesting. Further studies from parents suggest that the University of Massachusetts project life expectancy 400 years as at about 26 years, but post-agricultural life expectancies were less than 20 years. Let me just read you something from one of the studies by George Americas, and I quote, episodes of nutritional stress and infection disease were seriously affecting their ability to survive. And he's referring to early farmers here. So let's see where we are. Yes, consider that the hunter-gatherers had the advantage of mobility. So if food wasn't plentiful, they broke camp and moved only in search of an area with a large food supply. And if one type of food were in short supply, for example, well berries, then they wouldn't eat berries, but there would probably be a good supply of another type of food, like nuts. Or hunting might compensate for a bad year for plant food. But the farmers were very vulnerable to crop failures. Remember, most early farmers cultivated only one or two crops. If there was a drought and the grain harvest failed, they didn't have other resources, and that's why they were subject to malnutrition. So malnutrition or even starvation. So, as you see, revisionists have made a rather convincing case. To sum it out, according to the revisionists, the development of agriculture puts the health of our farmers at risk.